Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill. Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television. Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. "Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved." "I will do my best to save him, my lord," Isaac's mother replied, rushing into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life. Again, the voice called to her. "Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins." "I will follow your instructions, Lord. I have faith in thee," Isaac's mother replied, as she locked Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world. One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her. "You've done as I've asked, but I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you." "Yes, Lord, anything."
Anything. Good morning, Nora. Today is a very special day because we will be doing the exact same thing that we do every day. The reason that it's special is none at all. It's because I wanted to say it was. I thought it would sound cool. Don't worry, I'm farming. I'm farming for my lunch. Losing that half soul heart was on purpose. It's a strategy. Give me something amazing. Lord, this run might end me. This run might explode me. I'm immediately learning the facts that I have to try hard here. I'm not gonna get any easy outs, and I don't like that. As a professional Isaac guy, I can confirm constantly all the time forever that the best runs are the ones where I win, and I don't have to care. No, the best ones are the ones where you have to struggle your way through every single step. But I'm not always prepared to struggle my way through every single step. Sometimes it's like, I know it's what's in the ballpark, but I keep on playing like that's a fate that I can avoid. That's strange that the key didn't show on the map. Does it update? It doesn't update. Why does that happen that way? Usually when an extra room of any sort gets opened, it at least like creates a box on the map rather than being full empty. Also, I'm just noticing that last round I mentioned that we were at 69 cents in the donation machine and that we should keep it that way, and let's just say my penis. At least being the resident owner of this funny little key, it means that I'll save a bunch of keys and bombs throughout the course of the run. It also helps with my boss trap room obsession, because I'm allowed inside of the boss trap room without having to spend. Oh, I almost did that. If it wasn't for the freaking jumping yellow spider RNG, the stupidest little bastards come in many shapes and forms. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I thought it was gonna. That's one thing about the teleport mod, is I thought it was gonna put me out through this entrance, and so my plan was to walk this way and then down towards the soul heart. But now we're in a universe where I can't do that anymore, and sadly, protecting this eternal heart is more important than my curse room and saving the soul hearts for next floor. Just a fate that I have to deal with because of my silly little error. The consequence of mods. I don't even have, like, decent damage. I think I have either base damage or less than base damage, which is cringy. And my speed makes it so that this Larry Sr. is actually a threat. I just Larry Jr. is less predictable, so I wanted to try and get him out of the way first, which of course didn't happen at all. So now we're in the worst case scenario. I swear I'm good at Isaac, guys. I swear. I just got a really hard boss fight. And a really bad Eden roll. These things happen to the best of us. Into the blurst of us. Okay. I'm feeling so unconfident about everything. Like, maybe it's just me, but this run feels like I have a 0% chance of victory. Maybe like a 5%. It's definitely not 10% or higher, that's for sure. My hopes are low, low, low. And of course I got a Discord at literally the second I start streaming. I'm gonna be a great streamer and check it. It was definitely important. So important that I'm not gonna tell you a single detail about it. Oh yeah. Now this is what I call gambling. I like just getting insanely lucky and having things go my way. Now we just need to have this little demon beggar give us the coolest devil item that the world has ever seen. You know, it's health. I'm keeping my key though. Yeah, I'm not existing with that damage downgrade the entire time. I wonder what happens if you High Priestess the bomb beggar. Like, he probably just gets mad, but I'm curious. Okay, the nothing. I should have expected that. I should have thought of that. Clearly, when they made that not a bomb anymore, they made it not destroy machines. I should have been knowledge inside of my head. But also, it costs literally nothing to test that, because who's gonna carry around a High Priestess card like it matters? Dude, gambling. That kinda sucks. It's bad, but not in a way that I care, because I usually complain about extra red health. Extra red health anyway. Bam. Piggy bank, okay. We're getting a lot of, like, generative items. We're not getting a lot that keeps us alive, but we sure are producing and exploring. That's about all that I have to say about any of this. Honestly, that Devil Beggar was the most clutch thing ever, and all he really did was give me a health upgrade that got taken away. Oh yeah. Speaking of health upgrade that got taken away, we know for a fact that our secret room is not to the left of this room, so there's genuinely zero reason to use my dad's key on this room. It would be a waste of space. So instead, we're gonna go and lay epic. Guess that it's here, and we were wrong. That's what happens when you guess, I guess. Thank you, Neko Stony Mod. Ooh, that was so close. Thank you, Neko Stony Mod, for making me happy at all moments in this game. Usually when these Stonies are on screen, everybody's crying, screaming, yelling, maybe pissing their pants a little bit. Yeah, I'm stoic. Because yeah, I get to witness the epic mod that I have installed. One of these days, somebody's gonna, like... Me saying stoic wrong is a reference. Dude, look at that amazing dad's key. Look at that amazing dad's key. It's a reference to a 4chan green text. But, of course, like, nobody reads 4chan, you know? So I don't think that anybody's gonna, like, get it, ever. So one of these days, somebody's just gonna be like, you said stoic wrong, you moron, and I'm gonna be like, huh, yeah, you're right, I guess I did. I'm looking forward to it so much. So much, so much. We have the bombs for this. Okay, I'm washed. I don't even think that there's anything else on this floor that I demand to Dad's key immediately, so We're just gonna leave that battery there in case there's some extra variable that I'm not thinking about. Oh, I didn't mean to teleport. I wonder if that bird is a reference to a specific thing. That bird is so a regular bird. It could be anything. It could quite literally be any one of us. Imagine I lose my devil deal to a friggin' dip and a stony with cat ears. I'd scream. No, I wouldn't scream. I have an obligation to not make too much noise, but I would want to scream. I'd get really close to screaming, and we'd see what happens when a white boy wants to get loud but isn't allowed. There's my secret minstrel trait coming in again. For some reason I am afflicted with a curse. There's so many freaking ads, like dog. Okay, you. Stop doing a move that spawns people. Stop it! Dingle, please. I have no... Fuck. Dude. The world's hardest dingle fight. Genuinely the world's hardest dingle fight. They just started the fight by spawning a million ads. What do you do about it? That was rough. Goodbye, Devil Deal. I didn't want you anyway. What was it I was saying about the runs that you have to struggle through? The part that sucks is anybody who's played Isaac knows just exactly how much that first Devil Deal matters to the flow of the whole rest of your run. I can feel confident, I can pretend to be confident, but not having that Devil Deal just gets rid of so much of my scaling, like a ridiculous amount of it. God, how I wish this was a real Devil card, and I was able to use it for any sort of benefit at all. I wish that was a thing. I wish I had a way to get out of... I wish I had an excuse. I wish I had some button to press to end this fight earlier. I'm embarrassed that I got hit by freaking Dingle of all things. I know I'm running the no stats Eden build, but please, game, please. Guys, for some reason I didn't get my Devil Deal. That's so strange. I've never had that happen before. It's a completely new experience. Hopefully every time I take damage for forever, I just emit a million damage. And you know, I'm the guy that would take first eye. I think sadly this run is paving a path in a different direction. I don't want to face my self-imposed consequence of running out of Eden tokens again. So I don't really want to lose. I would rather win if that was an option. But yeah, I say that, and I'm going to freaking Downpour, so who knows what I want. Chaos, I guess. I want nothing but to be silly and go blah 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 blah. I forgot to move my mic away. It's probably not a massive error. I could have min-maxed that better. No, let me fix that sentence. I should have min-maxed that better. Also, the fact that this is Dross makes me angry. It's probably not gonna affect things too much. If anything, I think that it... I think it lowers the chance that the boss will screw me, but not by a lot. Only by like a small, tiny margin. By like the smallest amount possible. It's just because I have the mod that gives Repentance champion boss mods. Repentance bosses champion variations, and champion Min Min is a force to be freaking reckoned with. So Min Min not showing up is enough of an upgrade itself to pretend that Dross is easier. You know, I think not fighting Min Min with homing tears is a pretty good upgrade. Brave take. This guy says words no one else will even think of. Okay. A lot of me wants to hit that rainbow poop, but the logic in me knows that I shouldn't. I don't know if I've ever gotten hit by one of those circle fly flappers. Nah. I think this room is doo-doo feces. This room doesn't make me happy. You know how some things spark joy? This does not spark joy. Local streamer unable to say things in his own words. Speaks purely in references. But I think about the Michael Jackson doo-doo feces line probably more than I think about any Michael Jackson songs. Like, it's to an embarrassing extent, probably. Because, like, I'm not that big of a Michael Jackson fan. I don't care if anybody tries to give me shit over that. Because at the end of the day, who cares? It's just music. But on top of that, oh my goodness, I'm washed. I'm so bad. Dude, I'm terrible. I'm the worst gamer that's ever gamed. I'm just gonna die in a random dross floor because of the RNG bullets that I assume won't hit me but do anyway. I was trying to talk about Michael Jackson. Yeah, the only things that Michael Jackson is to me is the I keep on trying to talk about Michael Jackson and I keep on getting interrupted. Wait, I got the doo-doo feces pill. I was talking about Michael Jackson and then I got the doo-doo feces pill. Let's go. But yeah, what Michael Jackson is to me is in Nintendo Capri Sun's Plants vs. Zombies Let's Play. He has a story about Michael Jackson. That was the first I ever heard of him because I didn't care about popular things as a kid, but I cared about Plants vs. Zombies and Let's Plays. And I was like, damn, this Michael Jackson character must, like, matter. And then I find out that he's one of the most popular people of all time. And then later, like years later, I'm still thinking about Michael Jackson is just like a side character from something Nintendo Capri Sun said. And then I learned that in an interview, Michael Jackson says, there was doo-doo feces all over the walls, all over the chairs. And I'm such a happy boy. It fills me with glee. Despite the fact that we keep on losing our devil deal, I'm happy. Also, despite the fact that we're min-maxing freaking boss trap rooms, and we have the item that lets us into boss trap rooms for free, and the game gives us nothing. The game gives us nothing. We've gotten no arcades, no boss trap rooms, no nothing. We have to fight through this entire thing with base stats and the freaking box of friend. Those are the resources that are allotted to this journey. That's all that's allowed. I'm so happy my curse room is filled with trinkets and joy. So much happiness to be found inside of this thing. We're probably gonna try to play that sack room. Just because, like, man... I'm so happy that that bomb still hit. I was loading up the complaint. I could, like, feel my tongue getting in position to start talking about how bullshit that was. Because sometimes you just, you have the cleanest Wormwood fight of your life, and then Wormwood invents new moves just to bully you. Okay. Tooltips from a guy that has played this game far too much. If you miss your first devil deal, you're probably better off just going into it. I think that was a mistake on my part. Backstabber isn't, like... If I cared truly about all of the complaints that I was saying out of my mouth, then I would take Backstabber, because Backstabber is the free win item, but because we're 16 minutes in, on a really shitty run, I'm kind of invested in it, so we're just gonna pretend that I didn't see that and be like, oh, what a garbage devil deal. That's not even worth considering. Why would I even show up to that? Why would I even think about going inside of that accursed thing? The devil deal only has bad items as far as I'm considered. And I'm just waiting for the sacrifice room to not do anything at all. I think that's something that would totally happen. I mean, we get, what? One more play unless we're lucky? Okay. That was cool. Is there health in my shop, mayhap? 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 Yay! We went through so many layers of questions. So long in my life do I not know a thing. Okay. You know, we can turn bombs into health. Maybe. Usually bombs turn into money, but we don't really need bombs for too much. So I'm fine throwing away a lot of them in hopes that this little sucker gives me a little bit of HP, but like I said, bombs turn into money. It's a cruel fact of life. It's the only thing they're capable of. Bombs turn into more bombs or money. That's all it is. That's all we got, folks. Okay. We have some things to think about. I don't know if there's too much to think about. I kind of already planned my next steps. We're just gonna... Oh, you! So kind. I forgot about that glorious little customer. +1 health, heals 1 heart. That means that this is the proper time to take you. Now we have flight. We in the business call that Yata. Only 3 bombs spawn. No, 4! I'm washed. We use the bombs to kill the button flies though, so min-maxing. Yeah, man. These angel fights are hard. The Hatsune Miku can kick my ass. I actually think that I wasn't standing in a fully safe spot for that. Because the way that Miku, or the way that easy Miku attacks is RNG based, at least to an extent. So, like, I got lucky instead of dodging it properly in all situations. Which is something that only I would care about. Most people would just be like, oh yay, I didn't get hit, let's move on. But of course I have to try and act like I'm not doing something cool at all. Okay, if I get health, no chariot if I do get health. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm still gonna fight Gabriel. I mean, chances are we're going angels on this run anyway, but I used my magician. I can fight an upgraded Miku. I'm so happy that they're all just like regular ass Miku, but they gave her wings. It's such a good mod. I have so many mods that just fill me with happiness. It's how you... I kind of don't get how people play this game with a million mods that change the base gameplay. Like, it's all... The game's fun to me. I like it. All I want are some more visually pleasing things to look at. Or things where I walk into a room and I'm like, yay! Or, like, since I have 100 more billion hours in this game, the, like, regular Isaac take damage sound just rings in my brain as a bad noise. Like, it's just one of those sounds that feels bad to hear. And so I got a mod to change it to the, like, SpongeBob coconut bonk sound effect. And it's so much better, because now when I get hit, instead of going like, oh shit, I go, haha, SpongeBob. And it's an upgrade for everybody involved. Pure upgrades. Gulp, beautiful. I'm ecstatic that we are owners of that. There were only enemies in my curse room. I just had to run through my mind palace and be like, ooh, was there something that will show up on the other side in there? Because how embarrassing it would be to die to a mirror curse room that you already knew only had enemies in it. It's just how to make myself cry simulator. I'm kind of embarrassed by how much my buddy in a box is helping me. I'm almost certain that this is floor 1 of having the buddy. and he's helping so much. He probably doubled my DPS output just by owning an extra friend. Maybe not doubled. His fire rate's a little bit less than mine, but his damage most likely is 3.5. It's hard to say because they're randomized, but all of my experience in world building is telling me the one answer that his damage is probably 3.5. I wouldn't put money on it, but like I would tell somebody that because it doesn't matter, but if it mattered, I might be wrong. Okay, I'm washed. Classic me never getting that guy to swallow the pill or swallow the bombs. Drowsy, relax, telepills. Also telepills? Okay. What's bad telepills? Because the only reason that we would have two of the same pills is if something got upgraded via PhD, but why would it consider telepills an upgrade? I don't know. Is it like maybe a question marks pill? I don't know. It's a fascinating concept is what it is. Alright. And we've escaped this floor, still with kind of nothing, but our build is a lot louder now. We have more stuff going on, even if our capabilities of killing are still roughly the same. Both yesterday and today's runs, just survivability and nothing else. I can work with it, but I'm sure this is the type of run that would drive some people insane. And my buddy in a box is going to be basically useless this floor. Okay, yeah, he has really, really low fire rate charming tears. That's great, buddy. I'm glad that you showed up to help with us. This is just hanging out on caves with base stats simulator. Technically, I have better than base stats, but it's not much better. It's like if you tried to convince somebody that it was better, they would just get mad at you. It's like, yeah, you would be right, but nobody's agreeing positively. We don't want that to be the case. I think this room is one of the scariest ones to be given. Please don't hurt me, mushrooms. Thank you. That's the gapers are the scary ones, and the mushrooms are probably what's actually gonna hit me. Because while I'm losing my crap over the one with homing, the mushrooms, they're gonna fade into the background because they always do the same thing. That's a lot of difficulty in Isaac is forgetting about enemies because a lot of them are very forgettable. Like if you just have a little chargy worm and like 4 guys with homing in the same room, then you're probably going to be sitting there focusing on the guys with homing, and then the little chargy worm is all of a sudden going to be a way bigger threat. I'm a little upset that we didn't get anything self-harm related in the arcade. As somebody in therapy, that's a bad sentence to be saying, but I swear, guys, it's a Binding of Isaac reference. Yeah, I'm not taking the sprinkler with me, by the way. I'm just doing this because I like gambling. If anything, I'm doing it to make the sprinkler never show up again. Because once I touch the sprinkler, it will be banished to the Shadow Realm forever. Get fucked. Okay. We have not seen any rooms that could possibly lead to our super secret yet, so there's no reason at all to be using our key, except there is reason now. Well, I like half of a reason, like a third of a reason. Also, I'm worried that my SMB superfan that I just picked up is gonna make me feel too strong. No, you know, to balance it out, I can be stupid and walk directly into the boss. That's a true fact. You know, if I walk into the boss again though, I believe that will do only good things, because it'll afflict him with the Midas touch, and then he'll be frozen and weakened. Which I guess is kind of the only actual use of a gold heart, is if you're weak and, well, you know, you can also fuck it up. But if you're weak in fighting a boss that you don't like, you can just walk into them on purpose to be like, hey, get Midas, you asshole. That's if your build is so weak that you're desperate for one hit of Midas touch. That's how you know the run is bad, when I'm fighting fucking Stain, and I'm like, man, I really wish that I had Midas touch right now. That would really save the run. That would cause a lot of things to go positive. Also, this is exactly the type of boss that I would have liked to hit with the Midas touch of it, but you know, whatever. The argument's over. The argument's done. You know what? We're gonna waste more bombs. Because we don't need bombs. Who needs a map? Who needs a bomb? I can drink coffee while doing this, because I think there's a 0% chance that he drops anything that hurts me. Or at least it wouldn't really make sense if he could drop explosives, because then he would just, like, hit himself and then get angry. Blah, blah, blah. I wonder why this room feels like it's designed to scream secret room despite not actually having a secret room in it. Because we know that the secret room isn't attached to this, but it, like, if I would have walked left from the start, I would have used my key immediately and been like, oh man, what do you mean there's no secret room there? That's bullshit. That's not how video games work. I would also totally guess that our secret room is here. This floor has so many convincing spots. Thank you, Dad's Key, for giving me everything for free. It truly is a balanced item that I take with glee. I mean, there's also so many other individual spacebar items that would, like, carry the entire run. Carry the whole all of it. Oh. I need to perform an important text. This won't be long, and also, I might be able to talk during it. Actually, talking while typing is hard. Just give me a second. Alright. Important message sent. Now I can go back to being really slow in video games. Also, I'm currently drinking coffee from, like, a crappy little $10 coffee pot, and I just, thank you for hitting me and ending that room faster. And I just got a text being like, hey, we're going to Starbucks. Would you like expensive coffee? As I'm sitting here with my unfinished normal coffee, and I'm like, yeah, let me give you my Starbucks order real quick. So, if you excuse me, I'm gonna drink more coffee real quick. He's not a threat. I could probably... He is kind of a threat. Ever since they changed the enemy shot speed in hard mode, I think Greed is a real enemy that can hit you sometimes. Before that, is debatable. But in current day, I think that Greed is totally capable of inflicting damage. Thank you for the item that means nothing to me. It really is huge, and I care about it a lot. It's still not a single spot. There we go. The first valid room that Super Secret Room might have been off of was the correct guess. Every other room that we have been in so far, just due to generation, could not have had a Super Secret Room in there. So that's funny, we explored so much. It was just right here. Give me something good. Soul of Apollyon right before the boss? Hell yeah. Hierophant? Sure. Another Hierophant. Okay. No, I want the Hierophant. People who are colorblind be like, what's the difference between Hierophant and Lover's Card? That was the most insane ice push ever. Why was that so good? That was, like, ridiculously good. I don't really even know what made that so good. Sadly, I'm not allowed to use this, because I'm keeping Dad's Key, and Dead Sea Scrolls can use Teleport, which would have kicked me out. And I value my one little Dad's Key more than I value being slightly silly with an item that has 10 effects that I have memorized. I'm sorry, folks. I'm a terrible, terrible streamer. Will I ever be forgivable? Yeah, it's garbage. It's like... I'm not gonna sit here and get Skittle. I'm gonna think about it, but I'm not gonna do it. Oh, I spent all of my bombs. Shit. There's no way for me to get more charge. Oh wait, I was literally standing next to the solution to all of my problems. I was sitting there in the arcade trying to brainstorm. It's like, oh, how am I gonna make it to Ash Pit? How am I ever gonna get there? I have no solutions in my little noggin. 2 feet away from me, a fully charged Mr. Me is just sitting there like, hey. I don't want to be pushy, but... Isaac is so funny. A Tears Up pill? Beautiful. Thank you for the delivery. And I'm also, I'm really happy. I just wanna voice the fact that it's a cool thing to happen. We didn't get Ash Pit. Usually, anytime that you're worried about it, you get it. Just because they, like, hate us. Okay, I don't feel like dealing with that right now. Okay, I'm gonna try again. No! I wanted to fight the puffy guy without him puffing. Oh, wait, look at that. Unique door. Guys, it's a sprite that nobody's seen before. Look at that. Guys, look at the crazy unique sprite that nobody knows. That's because I used Dad's key to unlock the top door, which is usually covered with the boards that we know and love, and it actually has its own little closed, special, unique closed door that you'd never see ever at all. That's such a thing. You know, I want to take a screenshot of that. I'm sorry for making it ugly, but it just has to be documented because it's cool. All of the Isaac nerds are gonna be like, whoa, you saw the door! Guys, he saw the door! Because, yeah, it usually just looks like that. And also, you usually don't even see it too long, because you usually ride the minecart up, and then it's broken for an instant, and then when you're running out, you're like, okay, I want to go on and into the rest of the game, so you don't pay attention to it ever. Seeing the closed door, it's like the Isaac version of stopping to smell the roses. Congrats everybody who's watching this. You're forced to adore a small part of the game that nobody's ever noticed before in all of history. The way that played out was just, it was very scary. Nothing, like, actually threatening happened, but I was full of fear. Also, I just noticed that rock poop, his big final death blast has Cricket's body on it. That's such a interesting tier effect to give to a random nonsense enemy. The overcooked pizza pocket, no! That item's actually probably going to be most of our DPS, if not all of it. Justice, you're beautiful. Thank you for spawning the bomb low and not high. I feel like I should admit that I'm happy that happened. Just show my thanks to the game sometimes. I don't like either of those items. They can be good. It's a hassle. There's probably stuff that we can do. I don't know. No, well, that severely limits the amount of stuff that we can do. That was still a pretty good shop, though. My main question now is, like, how are we gonna go about our mystery gift in Diplopia? Because like I said, I'm taking this key with me. So we will use up our resources by the end of the floor. That's a guarantee. I'm thinking that the plan should be that I start out by attempting to Diplopia my angel deal, just in case it's something silly like Sacred Heart, and then if that falls down, I will Diplopia my present and then use it inside of the secret room. That's how I feel about the situation. In my thick, massive noggin, that screams the correct idea. I just need to avoid pressing my spacebar button with my life. And hit Reap Creep with all of my overcooked pizza pockets. Sadly, Reap Creep, by proxy of being the one that shows up all the time, is probably the easiest Mines boss, just because you practice it. Like, it is pretty hard at the end of the day, but practice makes perfect. Oh, hey, would you look at that? Diplopia doesn't do anything to you, but I'll take it. I'm not gonna fight Miku, and the door did not stay open, so we're not allowed to gamble anymore. But at least we get to gamble in a different genre. We instead get to gamble about our presence. So double everything in here for fun. Touch the red candle so that it doesn't show up ever again. Then we get to go present max. Something good? Something better than that. Ugh. Oh, I'm washed. I did the same exact thing that I did last time that I had a present in a secret room. That's such a weird, silly mistake to make. Either way, we're a lot stronger now. Sadly, the Overcooked Hot Pocket or Pizza Pocket and Godhead don't, and Simon Says, that's a terrible bit to do. Nobody's gonna understand what I'm saying. Explosivo and Godhead don't combo together, even though they totally look like they would. The golden aura on the stuck Explosivo tiers is merely for show. Like that one that's growing, it just looks pretty. It's not actually doing anything at all, which is a little bit sad, but what can you expect? It would be extremely overpowered if that was the full entire case. That is a trinket that I think I want more than Found Soul, sadly. It's a whole entire extra treasure room. It's gonna be amazing for us. It's gonna be run changing and probably really cool, guys. Trust me on this one. I'm John Isaac. I know what I'm saying. No, I'm a filthy gambling addict. Watch as I use the tool that's there for the sake of killing to do something completely unrelated that had no benefit at all. Genuinely no benefit at all. Okay. Let's do our silly little mom chase. Get this over with. You could soft lock yourself there. I did it for a joke, but you could soft lock yourself there. If you open the door like I did, don't build the bridge entirely and then have a Hanged Man card or a Bible, then you could fly into the mom chase, and then when you get out, the bridge to like walk out and leave the room would be not there, which I think would lead to a soft lock. I think that's a thing that can happen. Me like being silly and doing something with no effect, if had like 2 different variables, would have led to a soft lock. Thank you, Holy Grail. Because I'm totally the type of person that would just be like, oh, let me waste this Hanged Man card to fly into the mom chase, because that's a thing that I would do. I would 100% I would do that. I'm so angry. I have so much coffee to drink, which is not a bad thing overall. It's unexpected. I wish that I had more free time today, but it's simply not the case. What does it want from me here? Just that. I think I got this room yesterday. It was either yesterday or 2 days ago. Yeah. You see that crazy throw? I'm genuinely sick with it. I'm genuinely crazy with it. Don't ever make me play a room in the mom chase more than one time. I will make up silly strats for not going faster, but going the same speed but cooler. Also, no, it's not a soft lock, because despite this button being very, 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 very much obviously unpressed, this tile that was not filled in ever got filled in by the process of me picking up the second key piece. Also, you don't see the door at all when you leave because it's just rocks in front of it, so the special door is even more special. This has been me talking about stupid Isaac things. Let's see if Mom still does her evil maniacal laugh when you hit the final button after doing the mom chase. It did make the key noise. I could have sworn that there was a maniacal mom laugh of sorts. I kind of despise the dad's key noise. I know I'm making it the theme of today's run, but genuinely I hate the sound effect. I don't like it. It's too background noisy. It makes me think that like something fell off a shelf or something. Also, of course, we're given Gehenna. We're strong enough for Gehenna, surely, but it never feels safe. Speaking of, I don't even know why I care about the consumables. They truly don't mean much to me. I thought I moved low enough. This is a great example of Gehenna beating your cheeks in high haunted chest. That was kind of close to him hitting me. Not because of any proper foolery of any sort, but it just because I walk into chests on habit. Hello, my friend. Become goo. Yo, guys, it's Crowheart. That's crazy. Oh, I found a secret. Goodbye. I bore of thee. I tire of this room. Okay. It took me a second to realize what the solution was, and then I was busy performing rather than saying words, which is a very real phenomenon. It's so easy in Isaac to try to say words as I'm doing stuff, but it's just a little bit too much. Alright, guys. I think that makes the game too easy. And it doesn't, like, change my tiers in any interesting way at all. Yo, it's Dead Bird! Massive upgrade, massive upgrade! Oh, I was really close to getting the ED6. I wouldn't have used it on anything, but I would have gotten it. I wonder if anybody is, like, salty that I do these runs where I get given an Eden spacebar item, and I just, like, treat it as though it is my child, my pet rock that I must bring to the end. Because I feel like to somebody out there that would be annoying, but to me it's just like I've played the game for 100 billion hours, so I like doing these little, I don't know, you might want to call them item showcases. It's really just me being autistic and hyper-focusing on something, but I like doing these things where it's just like, this will be the run where I play with this spacebar item. Because there's so many spacebar items where it's just like, okay, I will never touch you ever because I have, like, the D6 or Book of Belial or something. Because even though they've changed a lot of the weaker spacebar items and, like, buffed them and whatnot, there's still a very, very, very big class divide. Just because the upper tier spacebar items are like Death Certificate, D6, Spin Down Die, it's just like, how do you do anything against that? How do you... I don't know, it's... You have to try really hard and use a lot of effort to actually truly appreciate some of the lesser quality spacebar items. because they're only lesser quality because you don't know how to use them good, or you get something else and you don't dedicate half of your entire run to a single gimmick spacebar item. And so that's why I, here, the funny YouTube man, will dedicate real life hours of my actual time to showcasing why Dad's Key is a kind of cool item to keep on you, instead of an item to throw in the garbage when you get it. That's the type of streamer I want to be. Let's go. I pull up. Okay, cool. I was gonna say a thing, and then all of my words that I was planning got changed by the simple fact of there being a soul heart in this room, so I'll just shut up instead. I just won't say anything at all. Who needs words? This is the room that kills you if you are Jacob and Esau. I despise that room so much. I think that room alone has killed, maybe not directly, but like, it's caused enough damage that the rest of Gehenna kills me. On like 5 different Jacob and Esau runs, just because going to Mother as them is so unruly. It's such a task. The thing that you'll spend actual hours of your life doing. I'm so glad that this guy gives me infinite money, but it's not him giving me infinite money. It's my character is regurgitating infinite money by the act of existing. It's all I have to do. Okay, let's go have fun. Guys, is this worth it? I don't know. I'm not really too sure. Watch how a single godhead turns a bad run into one where the Gehenna boss trap room is a joke. Thank you, godhead. And Explosivo. Explosivo is honestly doing its part too, but Explosivo is only doing its part so well because we have godhead to make it hit more. And you know, I'll bite. No, that wasn't a worthwhile bite at all. Let's go use my big epic key on the big epic room. There's a lot of lasers in this room. That one would surely damage a less experienced Isaacer. There's no way I'm taking Little Unicorn. Honestly, a better item to get. I didn't even notice my buddy is Little Steven, but not Little Steven. It's like cosplay Little Steven. He's the wrong shade of black and his mouth pixels are incorrect, but that's Little Steven. That's what a crazy pull from the buddy in a box. It's just a different familiar that already exists in the game. He's just here again. I kind of love that. I mean, it makes sense for Steven the character, but it's funny to me. Okay. It made me rub my belly and laugh. I think it's funny that that's a joke that people hate. Maybe I just watch too much Oni plays, but I'm severely unaffected. I may have laughed at it a while ago, but I don't feel. The only thing I feel is apathy. I don't pop off. I don't care. This is Gehenna 2, so not allowed. I just tried to bomb. Gehenna 2, so not allowed to go in the boss room, is what I was trying to say. I love walking into the icy enemies. Thank you, Swallowed Icicle. Or, not Icicle, Ice Cube. I should go use my, nah, I'll use it right here. Yeah, that was the better guess. And thank you, Greed Fight, in my secret room for perpetually... Ooh, the no trinket. Ooh, the no trinket. But I'm already carrying a different one that's cooler. 9 volt, sure, because that just means that I get to use my key all the time, forever. This card might be funny. It's not. That's my last shot. That's a little sad. I was definitely hoping for a restock machine, but it doesn't always happen. Our one restock machine did give us a Diplopia and a mystery gift though, so that's really cool. Yo, -1 active charge needed for active items. I can use it all the time. No, it doesn't work like that. Sorry. For some reason, the game doesn't like turning items with charge into items with no charge. It's a strange little caveat that they do. I'm not really sure anybody gets the design reasons behind it. Alright. I have actually no clue where our super secret room is, so that means that it is here? No. Okay, whatever. Well, I'm fresh out of guesses. Yeah, as I guess again. Okay, I'm fresh out of guesses. Now, hopefully this Supermom fight doesn't Chris load me. In my mind's eye, this is one that's gonna be really, really hard. Because I didn't ferry that reverse devil card through 500 floors. But no, I didn't even get hit. Well, I kind of got hit depending on how you look at the situation, but I didn't get hit. Yo, that is a Poggy item. I see no way that we lose this run now. Even on like fighting Delirium. Even if we got put in the beast right now, I'd beat his ass. There's nothing in this game that can destroy my build at the moment. Ugh. With that one item, I consider myself title card invincible. Herbomancer, you missed a tinted rock. Did I? What the hell happened there? There was a thing that occurred that I don't understand. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, my buddy in a box has euthanasia. Okay. Guys, I figured it out. I learned. I like how often on stream a thing happens in Isaac, and I'm like, I don't. And then like 3 seconds later, I'm like, oh no, it's chill. I got it. No worries. Yo, that gave me a dice room. 5? No. Probably the least entertaining one possible to get. Not that I would take a 1 or a 6 right now, but you always want the 5, you know? That's the dream. The dream is getting the 5. I keep on getting scared by the euthanasia shots because I'm just like, they shouldn't be here. No part of my build emits euthanasia shots. Why are they showing up? Like, yeah, buddy. You sound like you know what you're talking about. And I have to lie. I wonder if those black runes are ever going to be used. I should probably be holding one instead of my Hierophant. I like holding the Hierophant. It makes me feel cool. It's just like, if you even try to hurt me, I'm just gonna pull up a shield that'll make it even more impossible for you to do anything. The biggest killer of all is if I take any damage even slightly, the strongest part of my build will activate, which is Dead Bird. Will basically show up and insta-kill anything that I can't already insta-kill. Oh. Taking that much damage is kind of embarrassing. That much damage being one, a single, one individual instant of damage. That's all. I should be spamming my thing more, because I can theoretically use it in every single room. So like, genuinely, why not? Okay, give me a crane game. Neither of those are a crane game. It might give me a cool trinket though if we get like the cathedral item room, cathedral shop. Either of those would be really, really cool. It's probably just gonna give us a bunch of like garbage that I don't care about, but theoretically this could lead to something cool. In actuality, it's gonna turn into flies for my black rune. Ooh. Up crawl space? Could be something. Yes. Yes. By definition, something. Nuts? It's a crazy pick. Why am I genuinely thinking about picking up the nuts? Using all the dancing cats? You don't understand. That's their life purpose. They're not like us. They don't want to live longer. All they want is to be epic and go hi and bye. That's kind of their whole thing. I'll take the nuts because it's funny, and then I'll take you because I like you. That was a successful black market, I think. Positively positive. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I need to have them on sync. They have to be going at the same exact time, or I'm gonna start baby raging. We also probably have just about infinite income, if I want. We didn't get any trinkets that I care about, though, which is a little sad. One last shot. No. Actually, I don't even think I can drop trinkets. No, I can't. I make stuff up when I get bored. Okay. It turned into flies. The prophecy comes true. Like 60 of my dancing cats just got transformed into like 20 flies there. That's all that room really did. I got a whole bunch of items that don't really affect the run too much, and I got some flies that are almost all already gone. Become stats. It was speed and luck. I'm very close to complaining about that, but sadly, the luck upgrade is good because we're relying a lot on our Explosivo and the other one. Yeah, you know, the other one. I just need to assume that the game will give me infinite scaling. Like, the Blood Donor will last forever, and it'll always give me enough health to get more health, to get more luck upgrades, to play the Blood Donor machine more. More health, please? Anywhere? Anywhere? Thank you, thank you. This is infinite scaling. This is infinite scaling, guys. You just need to believe. Just to share some of my thought process, the item that's spawning hearts when I take damage, I have two that can do it, but the main one, the one of interest, is affected by my luck stat. So anytime that I got a luck penny there, it was just like, boo, ha 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 ha, now I'm gonna get even more heart spawns, you fool. And it felt pretty powerful. That's a good feeling. It's just, yay, I am scaling. Oh, I don't know if this works with all of my things. It might. It kind of looks like it is. It's definitely not infinite at the moment, but it kind of looks like it is. I accidentally lost a rotten heart there, but that's not really like a problem. It's more just a thing that happened. It's more just like, oh, I did look at that. Okay. Might as well full clear, because whatever. A way to spend my money. Mermaid Man says, buy more cards. Oh, I just reached for my coffee and it's empty, so I'm officially ready for the next coffee that's incoming. This guy's kind of, you know, I was working the words out of my mouth to call the fella stingy, and he immediately paid off with a really cool item. Sadly, my life is dedicated to another, so this is not a fate that I can share. It'd be really funny if it lives managed to kill me here. I don't see a future where that happens, but ain't it funny to think about? Okay. Now I got slightly more health. I can feel comfy going in here, and it's probably nothing. Oh, you know, we got a gulp that means nothing to me, and a pretty fly. Pretty fly is way better than the gulp. Because now I just need to go and like think about trinkets, and I'm probably just gonna eat this one. Oh, you know what? It's my good friend Locust of War. I love this guy. So yeah, I ate the trinket that doubles my fly spawns, and even though it says locust on the tin, my locust of war is considered a fly as far as that other trinket is concerned. So there's trinket synergies. The two different trinkets that I'm holding work together in tandem to give me 2 random explosives every single room. Now isn't that exciting, chat? Through the power of min-maxing, I am able to explode myself in a video game. Imagine if I took Pyromania. I literally could have had it. I mean, genuinely, it would have made the game too easy with this, but I could have had it, and it would have been glorious. And I think it's funnier that we exist in a world without it. Just look at how powerful I am, even without God's favorite little tool. If you haven't figured out what God's favorite little tool is, it's me. That was probably the most, like, fake laugh that I've done on stream, where I've just immediately been over it. The laugh existed purely so that I could get that bit out, and will not be mentioned again after this stream ever. I did not find that bit funny, so the fake laugh didn't have a single chance to turn into a real laugh. Not one. Not even half of one. Also, our little buddy in a box has a mustache this floor, which is great. Another gulp, beautiful. Now this thing that I was willingly participating in is a forced curse upon me. That's great. I'm happy about that. Yo, the nothing room. I guess while I'm talking about stupid little Isaac facts that not many people care about, anytime that you stumble into a room that is completely empty like that, it has the same code as your starting room. Like, the starting room is just allowed to show up again on any floor as not the room that you start in. Like, it's just a thing that can happen. That's part of the game. And I think that's glorious. I'm a big fan. Also, this has been a very explosive Isaac fight. I'm looking forward to Mega Satan. Mega Satan's gonna be funny to watch on this one. It genuinely was... It was such a struggle bus run until we got Godhead. I didn't consciously know that the dad's key sound was the same key sound as when the key pieces open the big door. That makes sense thinking about it, but it's definitely not something that I was thinking about. More small Isaac fact, Kerplow, you can remotely explode that one. Maggie's bow is going to be kind of ridiculous for us, quite honestly, and Skeleton Book is too good for us. First time seeing the key place. The key place? I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean, kind of chatter. Well, you know, you're probably my most loyal viewer right now. You deserve a name call sometimes, Lund the Lurker. Only sometimes. Dude, local streamer goes mad with the power of one returning viewer. The key that follows you around. Oh, yeah, it's... Usually, I go Devil Deal quite often on these runs. I also feel like for most of Isaac history, you never, like, nobody ever really went Angel Deals, ever. In Repentance, you're a lot more likely to actually see somebody do an Angel Deal run. But I think I more than having fun with getting key pieces, I like the angel fight. It's a fun little thing to practice. Lost Soul. The Odd One is Out character? I don't know if I've ever seen that one before. That's a good use of the mod. But yeah, I believe the unlock for getting the ability to attain the key that follows you around is to unlock both the chest and the dark room, which is killing Satan 5 times, killing Isaac 5 times. So it's like, you have to be quite a ways into the game to even think about the key pieces. And then there's a bunch of Mega Satan unlocks that are questionable. Like, every single Mega Satan unlock for a regular character is just, like, a cosmetic, which is silly. But then every Mega Satan unlock for... Did Crack the Light end early because I put it down? That felt like that happened. But yeah, every Mega Satan unlock for a Tainted character is like the best thing that you've ever seen. There's no way I'm taking Dead Cat right now. That's a joke to me. Ugh. So I feel like the game wants you to fight Mega Satan a lot. It is bad at motivating people to do it. Hi, Haunted Chest. Haunted Chest instantly turned into Kidney Stone. I don't want it. It's a solid item. I don't want it. I'm at the part of the run where I can be picky and choosy with the things that I play with. And my answer on that one is no. I hope I get another Gulp Pill, because quite honestly, the bouncy tiers are slay. Or, you know, better than a Gulp Pill, I hope that I am gifted Rubber Cement. That would be Toggy Woggy. It's in this chest right here. Yeah, we already have that. The only difference is our shots are purple now, which some people might call an upgrade, depending on who you ask. If you ask me, that's a... If they were pink, maybe. I'm thinking about... I streamed with one of my buddies who's only known me as of recent time, and so they don't have much of my lore established. And I was like, yeah, my favorite color is pink, and they were just like, dude, I had no idea. That's new knowledge to me. And I think about that all the time now. It's just not in my marketing. Did you finish the elevator game? It's kind of a roguelike, so I don't know if you can call it finish. But we beat it twice on stream. I mean, I am not against playing more elevator game. I think that it's fun and it's still in development, so they're gonna be adding more to the game. So like, yeah, I'm totally down to play more of it, but at the moment, like I've kind of done way more in that game than any other person in content creation has done. Like if you look at all of the like big names that care about video games, I have played so much more Kletka than all of them. So it's like, I'm not against it, but haven't I already done my time? Maybe I'll try to do another one of those streams where I get some friends together, but it's just, my schedule does not allow for content with friends that often, so it's gonna be a hard sell. And I think that with my friends that I stream with, there's kind of other priorities there. That second Kletka stream where I did it with my mod Stylish, that was kind of just incredibly on the spot. I was just like, oh, I have like 4 hours to waste. Let me go waste them properly. And then we streamed for 5 hours, and both of us at the end of it were just like silent and done with the game. and then nobody watched the VOD. I've been getting like a huge uptick in VOD viewers, and I got like 70 views on my solo Kletka stream VOD, and on the one where we played the harder difficulty and I had a friend, I think the current number is 2. so I'm not too sure that game does good content. I like it though. It's fun. I'm probably a lot more likely to sit around and play more Repo than it, just because Repo is a little bit more engaging in the day-to-day activities of it. Because Kletka really is, it's like 60 to 70% punching boxes, which I like, but it's a little bit hard to commentate over when not much happens for a lot of it. At least in Repo, it's like the physics engine leads to some silly stuff sometimes, so I have that to like lose my jump over. And then of course Isaac is filled with all sorts of nonsense to pop off over or cry about, or what. You have options. Kletka is just it's very standard. Oh, also like I played with a friend a couple days ago, and this is something that's kind of important to mention. They have in the game there's boss fights, and on floors 33 and 66 are like the intermediary boss fights, and there's a chance that either of those boss fights will get replaced by a different one who just doesn't work properly in multiplayer. Their gimmick, their major malfunction is that they have weak points on them that you have to hit, otherwise your like weapon durability breaks really fast and you barely do any damage to it. And if you play in multiplayer, what happens is only the host gets the weak points. You aren't even allowed to have like the dead host try and tell the alive players where stuff is. That's not an option. No. Why would they allow that? You instead just like lose or have enough tools to break through the armor anyway, which is silly. So me and my friends are kind of in the mindset that we need to wait for Kletka to get another update where they fix that boss, because otherwise you just have an RNG check 2 times every single run where you might lose all of your progress and effort just because the boss was uncool. So I mean, it happens with early access, but I wish that they would get on it, because my friend and mod that I was playing with, Stylish, he is in the Discord and was like asking questions and stuff, and they know about the glitch with that boss. So I don't know why they wouldn't like hotfix, take it out of the game, or try to hotfix it for real, because it's genuinely a huge issue. I think my Delirium is that bottom one. Just like, if I'm to put a random raw guess, I think the one that is the most south of them all is our Delirium, and thusly I think it would be funnier to venture north first, because we're amassing a steady army of flies, and it would be really silly to walk into Delirium and just see all of the flies try to explode at once, but because they all explode, they knock each other away. I think that'd be it's a good visual to happen on enemies that have a whole dang lot of health, when you have a million billion warflies. And we have just about as many warflies as you can reasonably get. Like, this is quite honestly a ridiculous number. An insane number. A lumen number. A gold member. No, gold member does not fit that. Whatever nonsense criteria I was basing that bit off of, Austin Powers gold member, no. Nuh-uh. Hi, adversary. That's Beelzebub. Coolio. I still think that our Delirium is to the bottom right. Your build is crazy. It's very mindless. I don't think I've had to care about the game in a while, which is, it's a good thing to have. And to have something so, like, effortless and not include C-section, because there's so many runs where it's like, you have a pretty good build going, and then you pick up C-section and you're just like, oh, okay, that's it, I don't have to care anymore. Whereas, instead, this was like, we struggled really hard, and then we were gifted. Why are there so many? Oh, it's because my warflies have, well, we lost all of them, but my warflies have my bomb effects. So all of them exploding did, like, glitter bombs bullshit. That's silly as crap. But yeah, I think that this run is so much more satisfying than the rest of it, because it's like, we fought really hard, and then we got that Godhead, and then after we got Godhead, we just got a bunch of items that work really cool off of it. New Heart? Where? The Bone. Oh, this is a Bone Heart. We know about those. They are, if you know about the character Forgotten, they're a secret character in the game, and when you unlock them, you unlock the Bone Hearts. I am allowed to pick it up at the moment. It it ate one of my blue hearts to do it. But essentially, the bone heart is a heart container that can get hit. Like, if I take damage right now, I will lose the bone heart, keep the rest, or sorry, I'll lose my man soul, and then if I take damage again, I'll lose the bone heart, keep the rest of it, and I can fill up the bone heart with other health. So now it's, the bone heart is filled, and then after it's emptied, it will take its own little hit of damage. So me owning the bone heart is technically one extra hit in the game. It's just another thing to care about. But the unlock for it is pretty rough, right? Quite honestly, it's not for the faint of heart. Now I accidentally killed my little buddy. Yeah, they can be good. I think the main major benefit of the bone heart is your devil deal is affected by red health. The red health that is contained inside of a bone heart and the bone heart itself does not ruin your devil chance at all. So if you're running Bethany, who can't have blue hearts, the bone heart is quite literally your next best thing, because it's just about all you can do other than the fires to protect your deal chance. So it's like, it totally has its uses, but most of the time, in my state of having all the unlocks and having done everything, I don't really pay too much attention to the bone hearts. They're cool to have, but they're mostly whatever. I like that two dimes spawn. Shout out. I get to dance and listen to vibes while clowning on Delirium. Yeah. I want to not pick up the dimes. I don't think that affects the music at all. Yeah, the music ended separately, but I want those dimes to survive the fights. One of them moved or may have gotten picked up. It's hard to tell since I have full money, so I can't just like look at the left side of the screen and be like, oh, I got it, or oh, I didn't got it. No, my hit list. You evil, evil bastard. Now I can't title this VOD, I beat Binding of Isaac without getting hit. Me and my cats hanging out in the static. All of my Isaac runs really even out to be about an hour and 20 minutes long. I kind of wonder what's up with that, but either way, thank you everybody for struggling with me through this run. It truly has been a lot of effort. I'm so glad that I got to finish it off without caring about the run at all. I'm gonna peace out, and you don't get to watch the ending. Moo ha 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 ha.